22.1 is a triplet. In 15 minutes, complete as many rounds and reps as possible of 3 wall walks, 12 dumbbell snatches, and 15 box jump overs. Let the games begin.
So Thursday, February 24th was the beginning of the CrossFit 2022 season. I appreciate you joining me for this episode today. We're going to look at the impact that CrossFit has had on my life and how it has contributed to giving me an abundant life. We'll see you in just a sec. So back in 2011, I started my CrossFit journey by going to Eugene CrossFit. There I found a method of fitness and working out that I really craved. It had competition, it was hard, and it really was just something that I needed at that time. One thing I really enjoyed is that they had the CrossFit Games. And so beginning in 2012, I went down to Carson, California to go to the CrossFit Games. I attended the games in Carson for the next 4 years and then continued on with my journey in CrossFit and going to the games. And then when the games moved to Madison, Wisconsin, I then went for the next 3 years back to Madison, Wisconsin to enjoy the CrossFit Games. While the folks that competed in these games were far beyond the level I was. It was just exciting and fun and very, very motivating to me. In fact, they were so motivating to me that when I came back from those games, those initial games in 2012, I took the necessary steps to get certified as a CrossFit trainer, which then would allow me to open up a CrossFit gym and continue this love of fitness and CrossFit in my own workout facility. We first began by working out in our shop. After a couple years, I retired from my job and we opened Veneta CrossFit. We held our first workout at this new location in October of 2015. Spent the next couple months getting the site ready. And then on January 2nd, we opened the doors and we waited for the multitudes to come in. They never did. From a business perspective, this was not my smartest move. We never made any profit at Veneta CrossFit. But we finagled some things around. We got it to where we were breaking even, and it just became a labor of love for me and my family and for our friends for the next 4 years. What Veneta CrossFit did become, though, was a place where we just had a lot of fun. Every time you went to work out, you would laugh, you would talk with your friends, you'd hang out, and then you'd work out. But I think what most people that worked out there would tell you is that they remember is the fun that we had. We were always laughing. We were always joking around. We would then do some pretty hard workouts that would lead to pain. But you know what happened? People started to get really fit. I mean, really fit. Knocking down walls, running through walls. being able to climb walls, that type of fit. And then people started to get really strong. And not just people, me. I was over 50 at the time, and I started to really feel strong and fit and able to do things that I didn't think I'd be able to do anymore at 50 years old. We worked out hard. We tried to eat good. We tried to get flexible, get more bendy, to be able to do some of the movements like the lifting overhead and doing squats while the bar is over your head. It took a lot of effort. You really felt that effort after a hard workout when you would assume the CrossFit position. You'd find yourself laying down on your back, quite often in a puddle of your own sweat, wondering why, questioning your place in life at that moment. Why did I do this? Why did I put my body through this? And after about a minute, you'd get up and you'd go talk about how awesome of a workout you just had and how you couldn't wait to do it again. But most of all, people became friends. There was a camaraderie at Bonita CrossFit that I haven't experienced in very many other places. We made friendships with people that I believe will last a lifetime. Not the kind of friends necessarily now that we've closed the business down where you're going to get together every couple of weeks, but the kind of friends that when you see them walking down the street, you can't wait to go talk to them and see how they've been. Usually people kind of shy away from situations like that. You want to go talk to them. You want to spend time with them. You want to catch up. You want to see how their life is going. Since I closed Bonita CrossFit in 2020, there have been times when I have thought back and thought, yeah, CrossFit's just not part of my life anymore. That was a wonderful time, but the workouts are hard and I'm older and I can't do them. But I found out the other day after they announced the CrossFit Open 2022 first workout that I could do something like that. I scaled it pretty dramatically. Instead of 15 minutes, I worked for 10 minutes. Instead of wall climbs, I did push-ups. Instead of a 50-pound snatch with a dumbbell, I did a 35-pound snatch with a dumbbell. But the rep schemes were the same, and I worked hard. And when I was done, I was laying on the floor, tired, having a hard time breathing for a few minutes. And then I got that old familiar feeling, and I got back up, and I wanted to do it again. CrossFit has been a wonderful piece of my life. It has made me fit. I have a foundation of fitness that I could not have had unless I went through the hard rigors of working out at CrossFit. Even as I've tapered it back, and I'm not working out quite as hard, I still have that stamina. I still have that cardio strength. I'm not as strong as I used to be, but I'm able to do workouts still at pretty significant weights. You need to work out. I say this a lot. You need to exercise. Exercise is how you're going to live longer. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this episode of something that was very important to me in my life. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, but most of all, have a great day.